Hello, Giants fans. Welcome to Giants Baseball 101. I'm Gabe Vaughn, your host. The Giants lost to the Padres today, 13-4, and I think that this just comes off as very unfortunate at a time when they were in great position to take their first series that they played of the year. But at the same time, I don't think that we can really say that it's like they threw this one away in the last game, because they had Daulton Jefferies on the mound, and he made the team off a minor league contract, and he does not have a history of success at the major league level. Certainly has not proved himself yet. He gave up 9 runs, and 5 of them were earned, only lasted 2 innings. And I mean, Blake Snell, as of right now, is not available because I don't think he's dealing with an injury or anything. I think the issue is really just that he joined the team late, near the end of spring training, and has not had enough time to get warmed up and get his arm prepared for the season, and so he can't pitch in major league action until he is ready. But that should happen sooner rather than later, so we definitely, it's not expected that the Giants will be without Snell for much longer. And I believe Keaton Winn is supposed to start their next game, and you know, I hope that Jefferies is not going to be in their rotation for long, because I mean, I just definitely don't think he's a guy they should count on. And since minor league deals just don't cost much, I'm not saying necessarily that it was a mistake for the Giants to sign him, but I mean, he's definitely not a guy I would miss if the Giants cut him from their roster shortly after this, or if he goes when Snell gets back. So I'm not sure. I don't think we can say the Giants threw something away here. I think it's just they didn't have their best pitcher on the mound, and they just didn't make it happen. After Jefferies left the game after 2 innings, it was Kaiwei Ting that took over for 3 innings, and Landon Roop was the next pitcher to get into the action. And they went the position player pitching route, and infielder Tyler Fitzgerald came onto the mound in the final inning for the Giants. And Patrick Bailey, early on in the game, the catcher who is supposed to be really good on defense for the Giants, he had a passed ball, which overall, I mean, I don't think that the outcome was changed if you put that together with everything else. But I mean, it's something that definitely we're not going to be able to see from Patrick Bailey, because his strong suit, it really is his defense. And so this one, it was just a one-time occurrence, so we can just hope it was just a fluke this time. But in any case, the Giants have split this 4-game set with the Padres. And the 2 wins that they did get, I mean, they were really good, and they scored a ton of runs. And it's just, I mean, they were at their best. They got the job done with the bats. So I think at the end of this series, we really just can look at a lot of positives, because there really are a lot. And it's, again, it's unfortunate that they were not able to take a series, but I still think that overall we just can see positives. And I think that if there's any concern right now, it would be when Blake Snell does return, when he is officially able to pitch. I mean, is this delay to his season going to prove to have just worsened his command issues? I think that's a pretty good question. And I mean, hopefully it hasn't done anything to him. We obviously won't know until he gets back into big league action, but I mean, to me, it's just doubtful that even the loss of a lot of his spring training time would really have taken away from the talent that he has as a pitcher. And it's happened before that free agents have had delayed seasons, but they still ended up bringing a lot of value, and I think that's the case now. But probably the other main thing is, what is his endurance level going to be? Can he still, pitch at least reasonably deep into games? And I'm not sure. He threw, I believe it was 5 innings in his last minor league outing. He's really just pitching working in the minors to try to get up to shape in the big leagues. And I think it's definitely going to be a question of both, can he manage his pitch count, and can he physically throw enough pitches to go a long time when he does return. So I think that those are the questions. But if they can add another good rotation piece, and we see a repeat of what we've seen from the 3 here, Logan Webb, Kyle Harrison, and Jordan Hicks, who, by the way, Hicks threw 5 innings yesterday as a starter. So at least right now, it does appear that is going to be his role. But it should go without saying, though, that we don't make that kind of judgment too quickly, like after one start, because you do see it sometimes with pitchers who are making kind of a questionable change from the bullpen to the rotation, that they're effective in their first start or two, but after that, things go downward. It's definitely something that you see, and we need to hope that's not the case with Hicks. He needs to really be consistent. Ideally, he'll get the ability to go deep into games just like any other starter. But if he does need to be, a 5-inning pitcher, I would rather see 5 quality innings a start than even like 7 bad ones, because the Giants, I think it's reasonable to say that they do have a competitive bullpen. They have Tyler Rogers, and Camilo Doval, and some others who definitely can be decent. And I know the bad outing we saw from Luke Jackson, but I mean, that was his first outing, so I don't think that's a judgment we make until a little bit later. And it was definitely the case with Taylor Rogers last year, that he started really bad, and then he did get pretty solid like mid-season. So it's something that you have to see how it turns out. But other than that, I think we really need to wait and see how things go for the Giants, and they need to keep up the offensive ability that we're seeing. And we even saw a flash of power today in Thairo Estrada hitting a home run. And they are hitting home runs. They've been consistently doing it over this 4-game streak here. Even that one from Jung-Hoo Lee. And you just see what a powerful thing that is, because Jung-Hoo Lee is here for his ability to not strike out, and to get on base. Then to see him also hit a jack it's like early on in the season like this, it is pretty incredible. So he just seems to be a really good player, and there's just no denying that. Thank you for watching. This has been Giants Baseball 101. Please subscribe if you haven't. Also, please leave your questions and comments. You know where to do it. I'll see you next time on Giants Baseball 101.